so we've got our red wine here, and we are just going to let our box soak in this water. This is gonna be such a great gift for loved ones. It is my favorite gift to give. It is thoughtful. You're just gonna wanna move this block around, really get the water on the sides as well. It's okay if some of it's dry, but we just wanna make sure that as much absorbs as possible. All right, this looks great. We're just gonna flip it over, and that way the water can come through. We're gonna set our bowl aside. We're just gonna set this aside right here and come in with some fresh roses. These are lavender roses, and we're just gonna place them. And the best part is we can just go. All right, we're gonna bring our glass back in, and this is my favorite gift again. We're gonna start taking these roses and we're just gonna place them throughout our box, and this is the perfect gift for a loved one. And there's really no way to do it perfectly, but what you wanna do is just make sure that you're spreading them out evenly, and these are gonna be the centerpieces. So I like to start with the centerpieces. We're just gonna place some right here, maybe some at that center, and I like to look for the longest roses to put up top. That way they stand out towards the end, but we're just gonna place it everywhere. Again, you can choose the color of rose to your choice, but I think lavender is such a pretty color. This is a big one. We're gonna put it up top as well. Perfect, right in there. All right, we're gonna come in now with some eucalyptic leaves, and we're just gonna snip them across. You wanna do it diagonally, that way you are getting as much water into the flowers as possible. Perfect, and now we're gonna take our greenery, and I'm just taking some small pieces. We're gonna snip them just a little shorter. I just wanna make them a length that fits in with the roses and not too long. And we're gonna spread our greenery all across, getting that foliage everywhere. This is not gonna be the centerpiece, but it does really add to the dimension of the flowers. And we're just gonna press that in there. Don't be afraid to get creative. Of course, it's all about balance. So you wanna go around sort of in a circle. That way everything fits well together. And then same thing with the centerpieces. We do want slightly longer ones, but not longer than the roses. That way it just adds a little depth without covering the beauty of the purple roses. All right, we're gonna put a few more up here. Making this for my grandmother's birthday, but this would be a great Valentine's gift, anniversary gift. I've done this with different wines, but you can also do it with something else if you know what I'm talking about. If you want to do it for a birthday or a party that isn't for your grandma, feel free. Coming in with baby's breath. This is my favorite filler flower. It can even be its own bouquet, but we're just going to do the same thing and just snip them nice across. And you want to do it again diagonally to let as much food and water in. And we're just going to take these bundles again and start sticking them in into any places that you feel like need a little extra color. I like adding white into the filler spots because it just doesn't overwhelm the purple, but it adds a pop. And these are so pretty. They're just tiny flowers. I also love putting this in my bathroom, and I helped arrange my friend's wedding bouquets. And we used a ton of baby's breath because they're affordable, they're quick, easy to use. And during that wedding, it was just so nice because it didn't break the bank, but it looked just so beautiful and elegant. We are just going to get some over here as well. Some of that in that center too. We want to give the center some love. And again, just pressing it in because we want the roses to be the best part of this bouquet. I've got a bigger bunch here that I'm just going to stick right back here and just again fill in any empty voids. Next, for our next filler flower, we've got some of these beautiful lavender, pink, and purple bunches, and again we're gonna fill it in. We don't want to overwhelm the bouquet, so we want to just stick it a little lower right in there. And again, I love these because there's a variety of lavenders, whites, pinks, and it just really adds to the overall flow of the flower. You love the mix of colors. Let me know if you guys prefer purple, pink. If you were to make your own, what colors you would use. I'm gonna fill in any sides on this too. Let me know if there are any empty spots that I can fill in the future. Right now, obviously it's facing you guys, so I just wanna make sure I'm not missing any important spots. Last but not least, we've got these beautiful snapdragons. And again, I'm going with that purple theme. If you have extra foliage, go ahead and just rip it off. You don't want that taking up any water that is necessary for the rest of your flowers. And we're just gonna, again, place that in. I love the extra length of snapdragons. It just adds so much variety and just a different shape of flower. I think I've been trying to get a little more creative with both shape and just how it looks. Again, get rid of that foliage. All right. Let me know as well in the comments what flowers you guys would use or who you guys would make it for. My gentleman, it is a coming up in terms of your anniversary is always coming up, so no excuses. This is such an easy gift that you can make, and it's customizable, it's personal. Figure out her favorite flowers. We've got our last 3 here, and we're just gonna fill in the final gaps, and that will pretty much be it. Maybe one more in the front here so it stands out to our folks in the front. My grandma loves flowers, so this is just gonna sit right in her kitchen. I'm gonna get that last one right in there. Perfect. Last but not least, we're gonna put a little ribbon on there because it is for my grandma's birthday and she loves gold ribbon. So we're just gonna tie it right across the front here nicely. And this is the perfect birthday gift. She is turning 84, guys, so we wanna wish her a happy birthday. Of course, with a little bit of red wine, why not? All right, this looks great. Look at all of these flowers, the roses, the baby's breath, the snapdragon. I am so excited to give this to my grandma. I think she's gonna love it.